I wear my stunner glasses at night so I can cool scraper with them whistling pipes. I wear my stunner glasses at night so I can open all the doors at the
Christian Dior frame, got the lenses out, baked in, scraper, spin it out. Got clout, something like a boss dude, looking like Cool Mo D, cousin Akun. Dark 30, gold on fleek mode, off to the tree man house, gotta reload. My rallies really can't trust us, big ass sunglasses, baby busters, looking like a bug, Islam mug, looking like I'm from the crest, fresh no mildew, tone low with it, suction pipe on the back, chrome spoke with it. My white tee only wear one time, Northern Cali, fall with the sunshine, yeah, me, some call it I mean, dumb hype, jumping on something.
I wear my stunner glasses at night so I can cool scraper with them whistling pipes. I wear my stunner glasses at night so I can cool open all the doors at the stoplight.
What is up, folks? What is up? Golly, what is this? Episode 8? Episode 8 in the house? All right, guys, here we go. Internet's working. That's a first. Actually, it's a second. What's up, guys? Man, oh man, guys. Get some popcorn. This is going to be a hell of a podcast. Yeah. We got a lot going on, guys. A lot going on. First off, we got my boy Michael Thompson all the way from Alaska saying what's up from the boat. What's up? Bob Fricker in the house, another Thunder Alley podium grabber there. Thank you, Bob, for coming out to Thunder Alley, supporting our club race scene. Appreciate that, buddy. Longtime friend, known that guy forever. But guys, we are not going to wait for people to get online because we got so much to talk about, man. I tell you guys, we completely canceled novellas in our house because there is so much drama in RC. I had no idea. This podcast is supposed to be about, like everything else but drama, but oh my God, the drama just don't stop. In London, I didn't put lotion on. My niece is getting on me about putting lotion on before my podcast. And yeah, my mom's going to open up the garage and be like, put some lotion on, boy. So Eric Lundeball, what's up, buddy? What's up? Michael Davis, longtime brother. What's up? All right, guys. So we're going to hop on into it, guys, because we got so much to talk about. It's unreal. So let's go. All right, guys. So if you can, like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't know what any of that stuff does, but it's kind of good for our podcast. So I'm going to ask you guys to please do it. I think we're up to 20, 25 subscribers now. So I'll take it. Whatever we get, I'll take it. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't ever do it to anyone, so I know I'm guilty for that. So if you don't, no big deal. But hey, it is what it is, man. 2026 Arena Cross, baby. And big props to all my crew in the house, guys. I don't care what anybody says. I'm being cocky as hell on this, guys. That race was one for the books. That was so much fun. It's unreal. Tyrone was in the house at that race. What's up? Hey, he said I got 157 subscribers. Fake news. Is that how Trump does it? Fake news. I don't think so. Anyway, if I got 157 subscribers, I'm surprised myself, damn it. So that's right, Jeff Guess. That's right, baby. See, Jeff knows what's up. Man, guys, if you had the pleasure of joining us at Arena Cross on Father's Day weekend, it was hands down probably the best race that I personally, not because I threw the race, but it was probably the best race I have ever attended to date. To date. I mean, not only did I was running the race, but I came down the driver's stand. And I'm not saying it because I podiumed a lot, because there are a lot of people that had a good time, but they didn't podium at all, so they don't even give a race report. Which I do the same thing. I just went to JBL and I lost at least a couple of my heats, and I haven't done my race report either, so I know how it is. But those guys all had a great time. All right. So we're going to get all into it. We're going to get into the good. We're going to get into the bad. Because, yes, there was a lot of drama at the race, even though I felt the race was run flawlessly. We're going to get into it all. All right, guys. Casey Bowen, what's up, buddy? Missed you at that race, man. Uh, yeah, man, guys, where did we begin? Fitzgerald. Oh man, guys, Fitzgerald was that was a show that was just a show, guys. It was so much fun. It was unreal. All right. Now we had some backlash about Fitzgerald before the race, but you know what I am gonna say? I'm gonna say props to all the guys that showed up that said, Chris, I was one of the guys that commented online saying that it was bad to run Fitzgerald because it's gonna tear up the track. The track's not gonna hold up. Blah 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 blah. Props to all you guys that came up to me like a man and said, "Hey Chris, I was one of the guys that bashed you online about not having Fitzgeralds. It's not gonna be a good idea." And I apologize. I ate my words because not only is this track holding up, this track has held up better than any big race I've ever been to. And I was like, thank you, man. That means a lot. Even if he said something bad, it's the fact that he came up to a brother, told me in person, that's what's up. You know what I mean? But he wasn't lying, though. I was prepared this race, guys. And it's nothing that any of you guys could have gave me advice on or anything at all. This was me and the city workers, like Richard and God, I can't remember the other guy's name. We learned the dirt and we understand what it took to get this track where it was. I had obviously we had Daniel Smith, our track builder, so nothing's changed there. But what the changes we made to make this race happen? Let me say to make the track hold up the way it did. We had Eddie Lorette there, and we had water hoses. I spent close to $1,100 on water hoses to make sure we had plenty of water before the track build, during the track build, and after the track build. Guys, I mean, I had to pay extra guys just to stay on the water hose the whole time. And if you were at the track, you saw that track held up like no other. Fifth scale or eighth scale. And believe it or not, I think Brian Jensen was telling me the eighth scale buggies tore up the track more than the fifth scales, even though we didn't have a lot of fifth scales. And I planned it that way. I said we were going to only have 2 heats of fifth scales. One was going to be truck, one was going to be buggy. So it's exactly how we said. So that's what I thought, Tyrone. 141 subscribers. So now we got real news. But anyway, so it held up like we said it was going to hold up, and I am proud of myself of that situation. That was just it was amazing, guys. So I'm gonna get into a little bit of it real quick. Big shout out to B Labs. That's Brian Sullivan and B Labs for sponsoring this event. This was cool, guys. Let's check this out. Let's just jump right into it real quick. Here's the A main truck final, guys. That's me in second, MOD, Mason, and Brian Sullivan. All right. So we're not gonna watch the whole video, but just the beginning of this video of this race was so intense. Look, Brian takes me out. He doesn't take me out. These are love bumps. I don't care what anyone says. They're love bumps. These trucks are so big, and some don't turn as good as the others. So they're using the truck as a berm. So right now it's me out front on that one, and then it's Brian Sullivan, and no, it's Matt. It's Matt. See, almost another love bump there. But I ride the pipe. Oh, I was so mad at myself, you know. So Matt jumps out front, you know, and then this is what was cool about this race. We had to use the berms in order for these trucks to make the jumps. It was fun. It was fun. I gave Brian a little love tap right there, and it got me out in second, and he's in third. Here we go down the long straight. You have never seen these these fit scales use that straight like we did. I mean, we were opening it up. It was so cool. It was so cool. Now, this was the killer section right here. See, Matt gets it wrong. That lets me and Brian catch up. In my fifth scale, ooh. Now, was that bad? Was that legal? I don't know, man. But Matt got the worst end of that one for sure. So it let me get out front. And then now it's just a battle between me and Brian Sullivan. But at the end of the day, guys, it was the big man himself to take it down, man. That was cool. So that just to goes to show you, not always being fast is the one that's going to win the race, because I think we lapped Danny 3 times. Okay, but who's in the middle of that podium? Danny Trevino, lit whips. I tell you, the man, he just coasted it. He's smart. He coasted that truck around that whole 15-minute main, and at the end of the day, his truck was still running at the end of the day. So, big shout out to all my Fitzco drivers, man. That was a blast. And you know what, guys? When I say that was the highlight of the whole weekend, everybody, not everybody, but the majority of almost everybody came out to watch that race, man. It was so much fun. Now, if you guys want to hear the most funniest commentary you will ever hear in RC, go back and watch the video, okay? Daniel Adams is on the mic. And, obviously I go in my garage and I watch all my videos and everything. Oh my God, Daniel had me dying. He had me dying. It was just the commentary with the trucks. You got to watch the race. So go back to TNR Fields Arena Cross, watch the Fitzco race, and you'll have a blast. It was a really fun race to watch. But like I said, to see everybody out there to line up to watch that race, it was just really cool. So yeah, there's Mr. Brian Sullivan with B Labs himself, man. That's how we roll our trucks, guys. That's how we do it. So they're so big and heavy that yeah, we got what do you call them, leashes? Car leashes? So yeah, it was pretty cool. But I'm gonna say next arena cross, because we're not gonna do that at A Main Challenge. It's gonna be the arena cross. So next arena cross, Fitzco is for sure a thing, guys. For sure a thing. 100% we're gonna have Fitzco again. But we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna have it open for 17 trucks and 17 buggies, because our driver stand fits 19. That track is huge, but I want to say it's safe to have 11 to 12 trucks going at the same time. And then on top of that, it's loud. So for next year, we will have free earplugs for everybody there. Okay, free earplugs. So it was loud for myself down there. You know what I mean? And then again, we've never had Fitzco in an arena. I don't think anybody's ever done it. I mean, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never heard Fitzco's in an arena like that. I know they do it at Silver State, and that's a small open one, but this was big and it echoed and it was loud. It was loud. So someone saw Jeff G walking his 8 on a leash. I think I saw that picture. I think I saw that. That was funny. So, but anyway, guys, so Fitzco was a blast at Arena Cross. We're definitely going to have it again. So, all right, guys. So without any further ado, Miss Lorena has put together an awesome video of a recap of our of the Arena Cross, and hopefully we try to capture as many people as we can. So, oh my God, Scott said it's louder at Silver State. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because everyone there, I guess okay, it makes sense because majority of the time the 8 scale guys aren't over at the arena side. I mean, at the other side where the Fitzcos are running. So Fitzco guys are used to it being ran there, but us 8 scale guys hearing that noise, with what 8, 9 trucks are in the main event. Oh my God, it was loud. So I'll have earplugs for everyone for free. So just help yourself to those. So all right, guys, like I said, big thanks to Lorena putting together an awesome video for Arena Cross and just showing some highlights of how the race was, and we plan on doing this quite often. So guys, check it out. Let me know what you think.
I'm just
not bad. All right. Big shout out to Lorena. Pretty cool video. Just a small recap of what what goes on for those that can't make it out. And again, I had people coming up, "Hey Chris, sorry I couldn't make the race. Sorry, blah blah blah." It's like, dude, first off, it's Father's Day weekend, so obviously your father is more important than our little race, okay? But man, guys, there's gonna be plenty of races all the time. You know what I mean? So no need to come up to me and say I couldn't make it, blah blah blah. I just feel bad for the ones that didn't make it because it was a lot of fun. So anyway, yeah, just a quick video of recap, and I'm gonna share it on Facebook because obviously we don't have the copyrights to the music and all that, and without the music, it's not the same, you know. So, but it is what it is. But hey, guess who's online? Mr. Track Builder himself, Daniel Smith. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you, man. Notch Johnson telling us great, congrats on a great weekend. Thank you much. Coming from other promoters and other people, that means a lot because, in my opinion, the race ran almost flawlessly. You know, so I'm happy with that. So, a lot went into this race. As me, with me having the tracks, I do race direct now and race announce a lot now. So, uh, getting this race prepared before the event even happened was huge this year. Okay, um, Daniel showed up 15 minutes before the race. I don't think any race director has ever done that before. Okay, literally he showed up 15 minutes before the race, grabbed the mic, was like, "All right, guys, here we go, drivers meeting. Let's start race one." That's how prepared I had the whole race organized, ready to rock. All right. So our past events, it wasn't fair to Daniel and Denny to throw them in those situations. Me not knowing, especially not knowing as an announcer or promoter, but they were thrown into situations that were just unbearable or undoable. And the fact that they got the programs done the way they did was like they deserve a big pat on the backs, you know? So big shout out to those guys. But don't forget, A Main Challenge coming up. You know, we got Babcock in the house alongside with Denny. So this is going to be a good race. So we'll see how that goes. All right, guys. So I got to get into a couple of these guys real quick. Can't thank them all enough. This race is brought to you by J Concepts. They are all over the world. They're all over everywhere. So can't thank Jason and Allison enough for being the title sponsors, a real title sponsor for an RC race. So I can't thank you guys enough. That's awesome. Then of course we got TZO, Nick Wallet, or Nick has always been there for us. I said Nick Wallet, but it's Nick Hernandez. Always been there from us from day one, from race one. Always had our back, being a premier sponsor. So I can't thank him enough. All Night Check, one of our locals from Palm Desert. We actually left his banners up there because it's a horse thing, and they're like, "Nah, go ahead and leave it up there." So I owe you a couple banners, Chris. They wanted to keep those. Skylapse Media, that's with my buddy Michael Thompson. Man, all that awesome footage, that footage you just saw with our fit skills, that's all him, man. No skills racing, man. Can't thank him enough. Then we got Techno, WIRC, Team Associated, Proline, Lip Whips, ProTech, A Main Hobbies, Florin Racing, Thunder Alley, Palm Desert, so many more. Thank you guys so much for making this race happen. Again, without these guys, it just would not go down. All right. So just to let me know, Daniel Adams is watching. I didn't know that. Want to buy and Danny trying to sell me that Fitzgerald, man. I didn't deserve that Fitzgerald trophy, man. But I tell you what, though, Brian Sullivan and Matt Olson, they will not have issues. Same thing with Ed. Ed from Bakersfield, his servo went out, so that's why I was like, oh, that race was a little easy. And he's like, don't think you're that fast, Chris. My servo went out, you know. So it's gonna be a fun one on the next one. All right, guys. So check it out. Big shout out to WIRC. They had a huge turnout for the arena cross, and not just a huge turnout. All their boys killed it at that race. James Spratley, oh my God, he put a clowning on us that was like we're still hurting from that one. I mean, damn, you know. So I mean, there he is right there. He killed us in Nitro Buggy, and then of course he was the only Nitro short course out there, and he won. So that was pretty cool. So again, Big Eddie, big shout out to Big Eddie putting up the money. Not only did they sponsor the event for a premier class, but they put money up for the short course class, trying to build it up again. You know, so that was really cool. And I mean, these guys, look at these things. They were super cool. Just super cool, guys. Sorry, guys. I swallowed a bug. Let me get a little bit of this. Go juice. Sponsored by Team Associated. But there were comments before this race happened, like 10 scale or 8 scale. Oh, he just cut that. That was sick. They're not going to be able to hang on this big track. We are seeing proof that these short course trucks can do almost anything an 8 scale buggy or truck you could do. Might just be a little slower, but they can do everything they can do. So that was pretty cool. So big shout out to WRC for making that happen and bringing that out, man. That was another highlight of the race, man. So really, really, really cool. So all right, guys. So let's get into a couple of the things that happened at Arena Cross that you guys don't hear about. All right, parking. All right, guys. I don't know however much to say this, Coach. I'm sorry, guys. The East Coast. It's still sunny outside where I live, California. I was burning up out here, But I'm glad we got this going before you can go to bed, Coach. So good to see you, brother. And Corey Jordan, what's up, my brother? Hope you're doing good out there in Alabama, brother. Haven't seen Corey in a minute, man. What's up, guys? So parking at Arena Cross. Okay, guys, we had it under control somewhat. Okay, it was 90% better at Arena Cross this year. 90% better. So thank you, racers, for doing that. I also have a big thank you to Jeff G. Okay, guys, I don't know what makes you guys think you're special about when we say you cannot park here, and then you say, "Can I park here?" I feel like I'm talking to my kid. Like we just said you can't park here, and then you ask, "Well, can I park here?" I don't get it. Guys, we stopped practice. We completely stopped practice because I was just like, if I'm gonna get bamboozled online and I'm bad and the race is a failure and all this other crap, and you guys are doing a lot of the problem, which is parking, okay? I just stopped the event. The event was rolling perfect, and I'm just like, look, guys, we're not gonna step. No one's gonna put their car back on the track until you guys move their cars. If you racers want to find out whose cars are parked out there and parked in the wrong space, then go do it. Man, why did I see Jeff G walking? He had his radio in his hand. He was like, brother Jeff got people to move their cars. That boy wanted to practice. That was the funniest thing I saw. Hey, but straight truth though, man, it's like it's not hard, guys. If we say move your car, and then I did hear like some people couldn't hear or some people couldn't do this or that. I get it, but when you're the only car parked in an area, that's got to tell you something. When there's 100 or something people there, and you're the only car parked in that area, you're not that special. It's RC car, guys. All right. We had people blocking the handicap spot again, and I get it. You're loading, you're unloading, but there's plenty of room. Just don't park in the handicap spot. All right. We have handicap people here. So in very limited parking for a handicap, and the ones that you do take, you park sideways or you leave your car there, et cetera, et cetera. But those are the small things that racers and promoters we have to work together on, guys. We have to work together because at TNR, there's going to be a lot more people. We had very little entries at the Arena Cross. It said 300 and something, but that was my fault because there was people that signed up that couldn't make the race. So I think with comp entries and no shows, we only had like 266 entries, something like that, 260 something entries. So not a lot of people there, guys. Barely 100 people, okay? And we still had parking issues. So just know, guys, at TNR race, TNR challenge coming up in January, there will be absolutely zero parking this time. Zero. Okay. We had one car. It was Barton. He paid for an RV spot, but it was through camping. Okay. And we just paid our bill today with the city. Okay. We can't do that again. We can't have a car in that area for dry camping in the RV spots because at TNR Challenge, guys, there will be no parking there. I don't care if you're Mr. Special. I don't care who you are or what it is. That should be one thing we do not have to spend time on, guys, because there's going to be a lot more people there, and we just don't have time to deal with ignorance. If we say you can't park in a situation or in a special place, you can't park there, guys. Every car should be across the street or across the parking lot, okay? Now, we have a golf cart, so if you're handicapped or maybe a little overweight and you just don't want to make the walk, holler at us. We'll get you in the golf cart, drive you and all your stuff right over, all right, guys? Let's just make the flow, let's just make it go easier, all right? We had an incident with an RV, okay? We had an RV that was leaving the premise, and because we had people blocking the fire lane with either their tents or their tables, it made it difficult for that guy to move. Okay. And unfortunately, he ended up hitting another RV because we had people pitting further out in the fire lane than they should have been. Okay. So, guys, if we could just, like I said, we just got to work together. We got to understand fire lanes. We got to understand there's a reason for the width of fire lanes, and it's for that reason. For guys that are pulling trailers, RVs, you got to be able to let these guys have room to do stuff. So, um, that was a tough situation. That sucks. And now, obviously it's all getting taken care of and everything. It's good. But yeah, that was one of the only issues we had, really, guys. And then of course we had term marshal issues. It wasn't as bad as TNR. And Daniel was on the ball, and we had some short races. But besides that, you guys did pretty good on the term marshal stuff. We could do better. We could do better because there's some times where I watched the video and I timed almost all, times in between races, and our longest one was 4 minutes long, guys. 4 minutes. That's night and day difference compared to what we had, which we had one that was like 16 minutes. So, term marshal situation, big shout out to Daniel Adams. He got us in and out of there, with the term marshal situation. So that was pretty cool. All right, guys. Last but not least, the worst issue we had at our race. Oh, I know no one can even guess it. The worst issue we had, guys, is this. That was the worst problem we had at Arena Cross, guys. So, moving forward at Arena Cross or at any event at the Norco, facility, and we're probably going to enforce this rule at Thunder Alley at Palm Desert too because this just happened too much. Guys, we can't wear flip flops or Crockett's or crotch or oh god, I can't someone help a brother out. What the God, are they Crockett's or I can't now remember what the hell those damn shoes are. The yellow shoes, whatever those yellow shoes are, which are not even shoes. I don't know what they are, but Crocs. That's what they are. All right, guys. Flip flops and Crocs should not ever be at an RC track, guys. Okay, we're playing with toy cars that weigh 20 pounds. Okay, you should not be. I mean, I don't want to. It's not a common sense thing. It's not a common sense. People are comfortable with those shoes, okay, and I get it. But if you're turn marshaling, A, you're not going to be able to turn marshal as fast as you could. B, we had somebody wearing Crocs try to jump, and I'm not contributing it to Crocs, but he broke his shoulder, fractured his shoulder, wearing Crocs, trying to turn marshal, okay, at the Arena Cross. We also had, take a look at this. It's not there. There it is. Hello, test, test. Can you hear me now? Yeah, all right. There we go. There we go. We turned it back on. I'm good. All right. So again, guys, I'm sorry that when I had those pictures up, I got muted, so the audio wasn't on those pictures. So I apologize. So, all right, guys. So can you imagine not having shoes on when they got hit? All right, just brutal, brutal. All right, guys. So we are now not going to allow Crocs or sandals at the arena. Now, outside of the arena, no problem at all. Okay. When you step foot inside the arena, no go, guys. Just 100% no go. Thanks everyone. I got the sound back on. So, um, you guys heard the Croc statement. Okay, yeah, you didn't lose much after the Crocs. So yeah, so pretty much, um, I showed you two pictures of guys that got hit after the race, and had they not been wearing shoes, they would have got lit up bad. All right, guys. So that's pretty much all it was. And so we're asking you guys to please, please, please wear shoes at the tracks. All right. So that brings us to another segment now, guys. Another segment. All right. This is about runaways that aren't runaways, guys. All right. I've been to three races. Let me rephrase that. The last three races that I've been to, somebody with their e-buggy, which you guys know, if you don't know, e-buggies can't run away. Okay? They nitro buggies can run away because they lose the signal and the carburetor gets stuck wide open. Okay? E-buggies, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never seen an e-buggy run away. Okay? Now the last three races, I've seen people run their e-buggy 100% out of control through the track. Not on the track line. They're driving it like it's a runaway, which it can't be a runaway. They're driving it like a runaway 90% of the time. I think it's because they're frustrated with whatever their race program is going on. And the reason why I'm saying that is because here we have innocent turn marshal guys that are doing their damnedest good job. They're in an area where they know cars cannot come toward them or hit them, right? And then you got somebody who's not having a good race, and they just all of a sudden floor their, the remote, and their car's going every other which direction. All right. As a promoter, oh my God, that's a nightmare, guys. As a track owner, oh my God, it's even a bigger nightmare. Okay. But as a turn marshal, that's something you don't ever want to happen. Can you imagine someone's driving their car like an idiot and they hit a jump not the right way and it hits somebody in the head or hits them and they're up next to race or just they got to go home, because you're having a bad race, you take it out and you accidentally hit someone. All right. Three races in a row I've seen this, guys. It was at Arena Cross, just the previous JBRL, and the last club race we had. All right. Not cool at all, guys. You guys got to cut that out. I have to make a decision on that. I have to let my race director know, hey, look, if you see that, that person's got to go. Straight truth. Yeah, call me the bad guy. Call me whatever you want to call me. It is what it is. But that's just such a liability. It's unreal, man. And it's just not cool. It's just totally so unsafe, guys, to just, I mean, like I said, I have a bad habit. When I'm having a freaking bad run, I'll slam my hand on the driver's stand. That's a big distraction to other drivers. Okay. And I got to work on that myself because I'm in the heat of them. Oh, okay. This just happened, guys. Just happened. We're at JBRL in Bakersfield. I'm on a TQ run, beating Nick Watlet. What, Nick? On a TQ run? I'm on the straightaway, and Jimmy brings it to my attention. Hey, Chris, that turn marshal that was out there, he's a rookie. He's not really, hasn't really done big races. I was livid, guys. When you crash and it's not your fault, think about it. I'm going straight down the straightaway, and the guy was walking back to his turn marshal spot off the straightaway, walking back to his turn marshal spot. And of course, I hit the straightaway and I don't see that far ahead of me. And I nick the back of his foot and I get tossed into the doubles. Then the guy finally sees me, takes forever to get my car, throws me back out there. And I'm pissed now. Okay. I could be that angry driver and just start driving my car up hills and driving all crazy. You know what I mean? That's not fair to anybody else there. Totally not fair. All right. So I'm going to get back to your comment, John, because what he said was very true. Um, I don't know how to scroll up on that one though, but anyway, so guys, we just gotta watch our attitudes while we're driving, all right? Because I'm one of them. I get frustrated and I get my car. It's frustrating, guys. It is so frustrating. So, ooh, oh yeah. See, somebody said, see, I can't see the damn comment. I don't know how to do that, man. Um, yeah, somebody said the one like the guy that hit Russ, like the drive who hit Russ, completely unnecessary, especially being from a pro. It doesn't matter who it's from, guys. It's completely unnecessary. Like whoever you are, pro, sportsman, whatever, whatever. And this is the worst part about it, guys. E-buggies are quiet. So can you imagine that e-buggy hitting a jump and you have no idea what's coming and then bing, you're out for the count. You think you just got hit by a Kimbo slice. And again, it's just a safety issue and it's just not fair. So, guys, watch it. But I'm telling you right now, if I see it or my announcer sees it and he calls you out on it, guys, you're gonna pack up your stuff and you're getting out. We're gonna have zero tolerance for that, guys. Zero. Who was it again? Jeff G. Let the people know. I don't I don't think it was Jeff G. But anyway, guys, so just take it easy on that stuff, right? And we just got to be careful. We just got to really watch out for stuff, all right? So let me see here. Speaking of JBRL, had a good run out there. That was a fun race. Here we go for the schedule, JBRL schedule. We're already at round number 4, which is going to be at Thunder Alley. Coming up August 1st, all right? And then we got 2 more rounds after that. So it's looking pretty good on points for me on 40 plus, but intermediate buggy, I'm just, I think Nick Watlett's up there pretty good with Chase Antel from Vegas. So pretty cool. So we got JBRL coming up August 1st, nothing in July. Then we got the Top Notch Series coming up, guys. They got their race in July. So they got something at Rev on the 18th. So that'll be another fun one. They just had their race at Speed a Lot, and that was interesting to see. So, but still good times though. So, and then don't forget indoor 10 scale indoor summer madness. Don't forget Dave's always got club racing going on. So guys, if you still got 10 scale, make it on out. And especially if you have a 10 scale, you are not going to want to miss this next race. All right, right here. This is the stock Nats, guys. Stock is like the biggest class in electric, and a lot of 8 scale drivers right now are all gung-ho about what Matt Olson's doing out there at Huckleberry with their format. Dave Bata is the one that got this going, guys. Dave Bata at Coyote Hobbies, all right? That's where I got it from. When I did my spec class, or what do you call it? Yeah, whatever class it was. Invite class. I got that idea from Dave. I just swapped it around a little bit, got some ideas from Eddie, and bam. Now that seems to be the hit. And guys, check it out. For this series, look at what we're going to do. RC Track Series, guys. 2026 SoCal RC Track Series. That is going to be our format, guys. 1 practice round, which is going to be 5 minutes. And then after that, it's going to be heads up racing, guys. That is going to be fun, guys. August 8th, that's going to be the weekend after JBRL. So we're going to run the JBRL series at Thunder Alley, and then we're going to tear the track down right away after that. Daniel Smith is going to come in, do an awesome layout. I'm hoping Eddie Lorette's on the pencil. Because if you were at the Arena Cross, everybody said that was one of the funnest layouts we've ever had at Arena Cross. Everybody. I don't think there was one person that said, nah, the track sucked. Nah. Everything about it was formed good. It was built perfect. And it was drawn up perfect. And the track held up. So I'm hoping I can get together with Eddie again and Daniel, and we're gonna get something sick for our RC Track Series. So guys, we got Thunder Alley, Apple Bash, The Dirt, Speed a Lot, Good Old Boys, Palm Desert, and the TNR Fields. I don't know. That's an undisclosed location. So we'll see what happens on round 7. We'll see. So anyways, go out there, support that series, guys. Remember, that track series is for the track owners. No promoters coming in. It's the tracks, a time for them to recoup everything that they put into the track and not splitting the bill with somebody else. It's much needed because, as you guys know, there are tracks closing down left and right. It is just sad to see. All right, guys, left and right. Let me see here. I think I have that. Yep, there it is, guys. July 1st, last race. Isn't that, yeah, that's today. Their last race, guys. RC1 Racing. I mean, we all keep talking about it. If they had better turnouts for club racing, if they had anything better, I mean, don't get me wrong, some of these places, they're raising their rent to where it's just outrageous, super high, but it's just not cool. You know what I mean? And we're all seeing it right now. We're all seeing all these tracks, here it is. Another, Dave talking about another track closing. You guys don't get what it takes to run these tracks. I can say I do because I own 2 of them now. And I'm telling you right now, keeping the lights on, it's not as easy as you guys think. All right. Getting people to show up to club races is not as easy as you guys think. All right. So whatever we can do to keep these things open, man. I mean, we're all talking about it right now, you know? And I mean, Gene, he's very opinionated. I like Gene a lot. Super cool guy. It's Gene, the owner of Dowd RC. But he's speaking the truth when he talks about what he's talking about, man. And he says, if you haven't owned an RC business, you'll never fully understand the struggle. 100% true. 100% true. And like I said, I have TNR fields. You know, I got the tracks, and it's hard, guys. It is very very hard. So without the support of racers, this stuff doesn't happen. You know, it just doesn't happen. But that leads into another conversation as well, as in what we're talking about. Like, actually, we're getting into it with what Eddie was talking about with him being a dealer for VP. You know, let me see here. I don't have that one on here, but anyway, what it takes to run these tracks. When we talk about people taking money out of the pockets of track owners and actual manufacturers, it's tough, guys. It's tough. Thankful the track I run is a local park. Same with us, you know. It's tough, guys, because for instance, I have TNR fuels. Okay, unfortunately, we ran through a batch like a year and a half where it was hard for us to get filled. It wasn't hard for us to get filled. We were getting a decent amount of fill, but the problem was if I was giving it away free or hooking people up or I was giving it to dealers so cheap, we weren't making anything at all. Anything. And we had to make a change. We really had to make a change. Um, but having said that, you have like Coyote Hobbies used to supply our fuel. They used to sell our fuel up here in the high desert. But with us not having fuel, not having it available to sell, they stopped selling our fuel. You got people like Revelation. They used to sell our fuel. Okay. I accidentally put a big race on his date. And man was foaming at the mouth and ripped our stickers off his thing. I'm never gonna sell that crap, you know. Mike's Hobbies, Temecula. They said that's the worst shit fuel we've ever seen. We'll never have that in our store ever again. All right. So I say those in three different areas. That's Coyote Hobbies in the high desert, Revelation, which is in the LA area, Inland Empire LA area, Mike's Hobbies, which is in the Temecula Marietta area, like Elsinore area. Those are three distinct locations that could carry our fuel, but we have diehard guys that want to buy our fuel, right? So that leads to the situation where Eddie Loretton right now. Woo, he's here. He's getting a lot of it right now. He's getting a taste of not even being an owner. Okay, he hasn't even made a product or anything, but he's being a distributor for VP, and he's getting a taste of how it is dealing with RC guys or us RC guys, because I'm one of them, you know. But if nobody's providing fuel in that area, and somebody's offering to be a distributor for that fuel, we can't frown on it. As much as I hate it, as much as I think it's taking money out of our pocket, he's doing that area a service. Because up here in the high desert, there's no one selling fuel except me right now. Obviously, we got a ton of it in fuel. By the way, we got it in stock, $40 a gallon. Okay. We got it in stock because we're not giving it away. So, but for those that needed fuel before we had our fuel in stock, Eddie's going around, you know, he's being a distributor for it. Now there's 30% fuel in the high desert, you know. So it's a catch 22 when it comes to this stuff. You can't down them for it, but then you can't applaud them for it. Because I remember back in the day, if I needed O'Donnell Phil, I was driving all the way from wherever all the way down to Pegasus to get some O'Donnell Phil. There was no distributors, there was no nothing, but we were still putting money in the hobby stores' pockets, and the hobby stores were staying open. All right, and as you saw, all these hobby stores are closing. Okay, so if we can't keep these brick and mortars up, if we can't keep these tracks going, what's the point of buying fuel if we can't even keep those places going? I mean, yeah, I will have fun in RC no matter what, because I'm a basher to the day I die. I still run my Traxxas and my Savage monster trucks. All right, I have fun with it, you know. But we racers prefer to have a nice place like Thunder Alley and all these other places. So what do you do, guys? What do you do? And see, and I saw a message on Eddie's thing. He was saying, "Quit hitting me up, asking for a deal." That's every day, guys. And don't get me wrong. RC is expensive. I don't care what anyone says. To be competitive at our level of racing, it's expensive. Fuel and tires. Fuel and tires. Okay? So I get guys wanting to get a deal or needing a deal, et cetera, et cetera. But you know what, guys? I mean, it's if it's hurting the companies. It's by far hurting the companies more than you can ever imagine, guys. So yeah, tough one to keep going. Anyway, all right, guys, we're gonna get into something different here. So I personally love watching racing. I love watching guys get better. I love seeing the shine of racers coming up from little to high, or just the guy that's always fast and doing their thing. Um, Along with the now, I normally would have did our hard charger award, but we didn't really have any B mains, so no one really charged up. I mean, we had a couple guys that start from the back and make their way up to the top. I was one of them, but um, I said we were going to do it at all these races. So next year, for sure, no matter what, I'm praying we get more people at the arena cross, and we'll be able to have a B main or a C main to where people could bump up and do their thing. Brian De Los Santos, what's up, buddy? Good to see you out there. Pasquale, thank you, Pasquale. He said it was a great event. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. So, anyway, highlights. We're going to do a couple highlight drivers, guys. Sorry, guys. I swallowed a bug, man. I don't know what's up. So, we're going to highlight some drivers, all right? And these are just a couple of drivers that I picked. And I think this podcast thing might continue on next year. So this might be a daily podcast thing. Again, we are the West Coast. Nobody talks about us West Coast drivers unless you're a Drake or unless you're a Mayfield. I still feel there's a lot of other racers out there that need a spotlight, that should get a spotlight. So I picked a handful of guys to highlight. All right. And don't get me wrong, these aren't the only guys. There's other guys in these categories too, and I'm gonna get to them. But for right now, these ones jumped out at me right now, and this is just my thing. It's let's talk RC with Chris Nelson, not with you. Okay? I mean, hopefully you're with me, but this is my show, so this is who I'm trying to highlight. All right. So, all right, guys. So check it out. 50 plus. I'm gonna highlight this cat right here. All right. Not only is he one of my good friends, but that's Jeff Mother Brother G. All right. Now somehow this cat, I don't think he finishes half his races. I'm gonna say that. I don't think he finishes half his races. But the half races that he does finish, he's on the podium. Whether it's 40 plus or 50 plus, he's on the podium, man. So big shout out to a 50 plus driver that's consistently putting it down. Now, I kept this picture in there because I put his wife in there because I think Dennis Wilson's wife is and Rhonda doesn't really pit Adam that much, but Miss G, there's nobody else pitting Jeff but her. Okay, and he's halfway on the podium, or I want to say he's on the podium the majority of half the time he's out there, and that can only come from a good pit person, not a pit guy, pit person. So big shout out to the G team. Getting props to a 50 plus driver, man, because that's my boy, man. All right, here's the next 50 plus driver. Miguel Perez rocking the Mugen. Actually, Jeff G's rocking Mugen now too. So once he gets the bugs worked out of his car, he'll be good. But Miguel Perez, guys, check it out. Miguel is a long time racer. I mean, I think he was around when they started, the wheel, turning, the remotes with the wheels. No, I'm just playing. He's not that old. But Miguel Perez has got to be hands down the most consistent 50 plus podium driver out there. Consistent. I don't think he does 40 plus that much, but I know he does 50 plus. Not only is he a good guy, but awesome friend, awesome guy, and he's on the track killing it left and right, guys. I think that is so cool. Get you a little water, bro. I'm trying. I got some. And no matter how much water I drink, I'm sorry, guys. No matter how much water I drink, I literally can't get that unless I go, So please forgive me, guys. I'm gonna try to get through this, so I apologize. So what did Tyrone say? She has come a long way. Yes, Jeff G's wife has come a long way pitting wise, so she is awesome. But anyway, Miguel Perez, awesome cat, dude. Another one. I mean, obviously, a lot of you guys are my good friends, but Miguel's an awesome guy, and consistently he stuck it through with Mugen too. He stuck it through when the Mugen wasn't as fast as it is right now, and he stuck it through, and somehow he was able to podium back then to now. And now that he's got the kinks worked out, he's on the podium every race. So we're going to see him. First race is coming up, which is next year, which is going to be the TNR Challenge. That's 52 plus. So I take that back. He's either 50 plus or 52 plus. So yeah. So big shout out to Miguel Perez. That's the 50 plus class guys, and they're pretty fast guys. I feel. I got a couple other guys I'm going to mention on the next one, but those two they stuck out to me. So big shout out to Miguel Perez, man. All right, moving over to the 40 plus class. All right, this was a tough one. Yep, the most controversy guy in RC right now. Eddie Lorette. Whether it's with fuel or whether it's with the track build or something, Eddie Lorette is one of the fast 40 plus drivers. I can't even just say 40 plus because in intermediate, there's a couple of us, Mike Shirley, Eddie Red, myself, Rhonda. We all do intermediate and 40 plus. But lately, this cat's been podium in every 40 plus event out there. And I battle with him all the time. I actually got him in trugging. Boo, got Eddie. What's up? So, but no, it's very competitive, super cool, consistent podium grabber, man. Consistent, man. So, super cool to have. It was a toss up. It was a toss up between him and Mike Shirley. My wife couldn't find a picture of Mike Shirley, so that's the only reason why he's not on this list right now. So, Mike Shirley, I need a selfie. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, big shout out to Eddie. Now, Eddie switches cars more than anyone I've ever met in my life. Okay. And somehow, every car he switches, he's still on the podium. So big shout out to my buddy Eddie Lorette. Consistent 40 plus intermediate driver out there and kills it like no other. Next one is my boy, Mr. General himself. That don't even look like him. What the hell? Mr. Lee General, he was also a part of our crew at the Arena Cross. So, man, dude showed up and was like, hey, Chris, I'm just here to help, man. Let's get this track done. I don't want to see you go through what you went through with the Arena Cross. I mean, with the A Main Challenge. So I was like, thank you, man. I was like, but forget all that. You and I got a battle to settle. Him and I battled in intermediate truggy at TNR Challenge, and he got me. He got me good. And it was straight up good heads up racing. And I was like, man, can you put out your cigarette? My boy drives with the cigarette in his mouth. Nah, I don't think he does. But anyway, another consistent 40 plus driver guy that's came up and now he's rocking it right here. Okay. Super consistent, super fast. But I wanted to give a shout out to him because, like I said, he came out and helped us at the arena cross. And I don't think he was gonna pick up a radio. He was so tired from, he piped half that track. Okay. That's a big track. Okay. So big shout out to my boy Lee General, man. Can't thank you enough. One of my good friends from electric to A scale, and he's ripping, killing it. So good stuff, man. Appreciate Lee General, baby. All right, guys, moving on. All right, here we go. Expert class. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said expert class. This was the last 40 plus driver right here, Mr. Antel himself. Now, he hasn't been a consistent podium grabber. He hasn't done anything consistent. He came out of retirement, got a WIRC car, and absolutely killed it, guys. Now, that 40 plus class was stacked. It was fast. He came out and battled and got it. All right. So I wanted to give a big shout out to Steve Antel, man, out of Vegas, came out of retirement, did his thing, and man, he whooped us. He whooped us, man. So that was pretty cool. And obviously, you guys don't know, but his son is Ryder Antel. So Ryder Antel is another fast kid, and now we know where he gets it from. So I didn't know him and his dad, or Steve and his brother, were team associated drivers back in the day, way before my time. So, but pretty cool, man. Pretty cool to see Steve come out of retirement, came to the arena cross, ignored all the BS and all the don't go to the race, blah blah blah. Came out and absolutely killed it, man. So big shout out to Steve Antel, man. That was super cool for you to come out and kill it, man. Congrats, man. And it's not gonna happen again though, man. Hey man, I ran out of gas. So that was a tough one for me. So but yeah, good race. Way to have it done. He had a good pick guy, his son. So big shout out to him. All right, guys. So we're gonna move on to sportsman drivers. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Yep. All right, here we go. Look at this cat. Another happens to be another WIRC guy. And he gets mad because I always bum his name, but I'm gonna get it right. It's Brian Merica, not America. It's Brian Merica. He gets to celebrate his birthday all year because this is the anniversary for America. So, but anyway, Brian Merica. I honestly could say that since he's picked up his WIRC cars, he's been on the podium more than you can ever imagine. He's done all of our SoCal Winter Series. He comes to all our club races. He's a local at the dirt. Okay, so that's how much driving he does, or he's been doing lately. Goes out to the dirt, comes out to Thunder Alley, been killing it. He has been on the podium nonstop. He even got a big check, from the SoCal Winter Series. So uh, big shout out to him. Oh, look at that. Craig is saying I drove Steve's car in Vegas, which is a WIRC car, and it was super good. And for it to be good at the Silver Ball, it must be good. And Jeff said, out of retirement, I don't, I haven't raced against Steve. I don't think once. So I think that was out of a retirement thing. So we'll see. But anyway, Brian America. All right, kid has been killing it, man. As you saw in our video, the way he gets the tracks down, he lays on them. He lays on the tracks. He feels the temperature. He has to feel the vibe of the track. That's how he's been getting on the. No, I'm just playing. I made all that up. I'm just kidding. That's my boy Brian, man. Just been a good driver. Picked up, he's found some good support with a good crew, and he's been killing it. So big shout out to Brian America. All right, guys. Next guy, next sportsman on the list for me is going to be Mr. Hayden Snyder. Man, this kid is on another level right now, guys. On another level right now. Okay, so at the Arena Cross, he was racing against someone named Victor Guerrero. Okay, Victor Guerrero hasn't raced in almost 10 years. All right, he took a long hiatus, got married, had some kids, got the career going, take time out. I did the same thing. Victor came back, was like, hey, I did a J Burrell and I sucked, so I'm gonna go race sportsman. Well, Victor put in some work and he got his speed back. He got his speed really back. But Hayden Snyder was right there with him the whole race. Even Victor was like, bro, I couldn't shake that kid. And I felt fast as hell. I go, that kid has been putting in work like you wouldn't believe. His dad, God bless this man's soul, drives him all over California. And it's paying off. Kid is getting results like you wouldn't believe, man. So Hayden Snyder is on another level, man. And he just wants more. He wants more. He wants to. He's like, I need to. I mean, look what he just did. Him and Trent McLean are sportsman drivers. And this is why it's so important to do club racing. They stepped up to the open class instead of running sportsman. Trent McLean and Hayden Snyder both podiumed in open buggy, guys. That's what it's about, all right? It's not sandbagging, okay? It's not sandbagging when you want to go and run with the faster guys in pro or open, whatever. So that's the opportunity to do it. I don't suggest it at big races because I say you should run with your class and what you feel comfortable with. You're going to spend a lot of money and time, do your thing. But club races, hey, sky's the limit, man. Do your thing. You'd be surprised what happens, and look what happened. Hayden killed it, got second. Trent got third. I was super proud of those kids. But literally, Hayden, I remember him doing his first race at Palm Desert for Toys for Tots a year and a half ago. Maybe a year and a half or 2 years. I can't remember. About a year and a half ago. And he was a rookie. And he was a rookie, like rookie. Now he's at the top of the sportsman class and at another level. And I'm proud of the kid. Like he's really been putting in the work. So big shout out to Hayden Snyder, man. Good job, buddy. Way to be out there and killing guys, killing them. All right, guys. Next on the list. Now we're going to get into the expert class. All right, here we go. First on the list, Adrian Ramos. Man, this is a longtime friend of mine. All right. He rides so under the radar, it's unreal, guys. He doesn't need to do all the fancy this and that, blah, blah, blah. He's a fellow electrician that just loves to race. That's my boy, Adrian. Lately, Adrian has been whooping on all of us. We just went to JBRL. He won Open Truggy over a lot of us fast guys. Killed it at Arena Cross. He's been killing it at JBRL's. He's killing it. So, and he's a longtime OCRC racer, electric. So, oh, December 21st or December 2025 was Hayden's first race. That just goes to show you guys, we're in 2026 and the kid is already at the top of his game in sportsman. All right. So, yeah, kid is killing it. Anyway, my throat must sound so bad that somebody came and brought me not coffee, but hot tea or something, but it's too hot, So anyway. All right, guys. So Adrian Ramos, fast intermediate driver, and he's like everybody else. He's all, Chris, I turned 40 in 2 years. It's really gonna be on. For those that just don't understand, 40 plus is the most. I'm sorry, you could call me. I know there's a lot of guys. All the classes suck and all that. 40 plus is fun to get into. I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna be 50 this year, and I can't see myself not rolling in 40 plus. It's so much fun, you know. But anyway, he can't wait to hit 40 plus. But right now he's killing it in intermediate. So he's on a high of just winning races left and right, left and right. So he's finally got his Kyosho dialed in. So big shout out to Adrian Ramos, my boy, killing it out there, man. So all right, guys. Last but not least on the expert list, pretty sure you guys can guess who it is. It is Mr. Watlet himself, Nick Watlet. He has been on another level, guys. On another level. He's running that Hong Nor car. And he actually did a pretty nice write up about us. He did an honest write up about TNR Fields. And like I said, I'm the person that takes it either way. You know what I mean? I need to hear the bad. I need to hear the good. I need to hear my races critiqued. I need to hear the good. You know, I was actually happy he put all the politics aside and he decided to do arena cross because there's so much politics in RC. It's stupid. It's just stupid. And the ones that suffer from it, it's like those that chose not to do arena cross over it being me or my race, totally your choice. But you missed out on one of the best races in the world over stupid politics, you know? Or I get it if the last race wasn't just feasible and you just like, oh hell no, you know what I mean? Totally get it, you know? But when you let stupid politics get in the way of you having fun, like I said this a long time ago. If one of your friends says, don't do that race, he's dumb. And you're in the back of your head like, I really want to do it, but all my friends aren't going to do it. I don't want to be the non cool guy. Come on, guys, grow the F up. You know what I mean? Long story short, Nick decided to go out and do the race. He saw the video. He saw the video of the layout. Anyone saw a video of that layout, if it didn't make you want to go do that race, I don't know what else. I've never ran a double dragon back. I've never ran on one of those before. And this cat was jumping over the whole thing. So it was like it wasn't even like I don't think we've ever seen that again. That's an Eddie Lorette design. I thought that was the most coolest thing in the world. Nick decided to make the race. He said he had a good time. I'm saying it was the best race, but he said he had a great time and he felt it was ran better, blah, blah, blah. In my opinion, the race was ran the same way. It's just things were handled better because we had a record number of pre-entries. We had 200 over 200 pre-entries. Okay, that means we only had close to 60 entries the day of the race. That's manageable. Okay, at the A main challenge we had 400 the day of the race. That's not manageable. I don't care who's doing the announcing, Jimmy, Lance, anyone. That's not manageable. So 200 entries at the door, that wasn't bad at all. So again, the race was ran great. He gave an awesome review. TNR Fields posted it on their page. And not only did he have a good review, that dude actually killed it out there. Killed it out there. So big shout out to Nick Wallet. And he just went to Jay Burrell and he did another killing run out there, man. The guy's like on another level. He's running the Hong Nor car. So yeah, I know he runs Hong Nor. And everyone says that's close to the hot bodies. Okay. Which is, it was hard for me to let go. I'm still crying. I had to let my hot bodies go. It was tough, but I'll show you what though. I let my hot bodies go for this thing. Would you look at that? Oh my God. Oh my God. I shouldn't be showing this while Nick's picture's up there. Sorry, Nick. I know you're on a Hung Nor. But anyway, big shout out to Nick for being on our list of one of the most fastest expert drivers. I call it expert because we're not intermediate. Okay. I hate that word. I hate intermediate because we are farthest thing from an intermediate. I would consider Hayden Snyder an intermediate driver now. But I consider us expert drivers, expert drivers. So big shout out to Adrian and Hayden. I'm sorry, Adrian and Nick for getting on our list of top drivers of this podcast. So I'm gonna get back into this pretty work of art. Oh my God! So I'm blessed to have Peter Whitehead build my buggies for me and go through them. He just told me it's ready. But guys, this one was hand built by the man himself, the Drakester himself. Oh, look at that 84. If you guys don't know about that 84 engine in a Truggy, you best to get on it. The thing is bad to the bone. Look how pretty this thing is. Just, oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for it to hit the track. Cannot wait. I'm excited. So yeah, I let go of my hot bodies, and now I officially don't have any hot bodies. So now I'm off on my own. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, guys. So sorry, guys. Mm. Try to clear the throat up a little bit. Um, so last but not least, I am going to do the. You guys thought I forgot about the pros. All right, let me see here. And congrats, you received 100 messages today. All right, that's funny. All right, guys, let's see here. I swear I'm gonna find it. All right, and we were gonna take a call from someone today, but we couldn't get a hold of them. And why I cannot find it, I will never know. But you know what? I am gonna do one more time, guys, because I thought this thing was so cool. Because it's gonna let me find it, what I was looking for. I'm gonna play this video one more time, guys, because I thought this was the coolest thing in the world. And it's probably gonna get muted because of the music that's behind it. But just watch this video one more time.
So if you're lonely, you know I'm here waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot away from you. And if you leave here, you leave me broken, shattered and light. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot, then we can die. I know I won't be leaving here with you. I say, don't you know? You say you don't know. I say, take me out. I say you don't show. Don't move, time is slow. I say, take me out.
All right, guys. So I had to clear my throat a little bit because it was getting really bad. So that's why I put the video on for you guys to watch. And it's a cool video anyway. But doesn't my throat sound so much better? All right, guys. All right, so we're gonna get into the last of the highlight drivers that I want to talk about, and it would be the pro class. All right, guys. So these two drivers right here, I want to talk about. Um, I watched both of these guys come from sportsman up to pro and are now absolutely killing it, guys. First one, Travis Horn. Oh man, he won one of our A main challenges. I think it was at the Dirt, so 2024 maybe, and he just got second at J Burrell. Not only there, he killed it at Arena Cross. He podiumed at Arena Cross in Pro Class. So remember, guys, the Pro Class it's a whole nother breed of people, man. That class will spit you up or take you in and spit you right out, man, because it takes a lot to be at that level, and it takes a lot of commitment to be at that level because you got to be fast, man. These guys are just, they're fast. But big shout out to Travis Horn. So proud to see him where he's at right now. He's consistently getting on the podiums in SoCal, which is we got one of the faster states out here, and just proud to see him where he's come up. He's been behind Adam and Ronda the past year and a half, and just absolutely killing it. So big shout out to Travis Horn for coming up and doing his thing. All right, and the next one is going to be Jermaine Robinson. So this was a tough one, all right? Because Jermaine and Little Frankie, I want to say these two are almost equivalent. I wanted to put them next to each other. So, but I'm going to talk about Little Frankie on my next one. Because these two are equivalent, all right? But Jermaine Robinson, I've seen this kid since the radio control was bigger than himself, okay? And it's just been a blessing to watch him blossom to where he's at right now. I mean, it's to the point now where I remember him, being the little cute kid, the car, and now he's like, "Hey, Chris, you need to do this, you got to do that. Make sure your car has this." He pitted. Oh my God, you talk about being nervous. He was pitting me at JBRL, and you know how you kid drivers are at when you're driving and you don't want to mess up because you know your dad's gonna yell at you. That's how I felt with Jermaine. I was like, damn, I can't screw up. Ah man, test, 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 audio average. So anyway, Travis says the future maybe test, 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 test. No,